Okay, this is Lewis Thomas with Master Carpenter Series, and what we're going to do today is we're going to go down through some fundamentals for roof framing. And I'm happy to bring this to you today, and what we're going to cover is just common rafters. Okay, so I want to show you everything that I do. I was going to start some of this before I got on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch everything out so you can see exactly what I'm doing and how I do it. Okay. And this, I don't do this for common rafters on the site because common rafters are very simple. But I'm going to do it for you so you get an idea of where I'm coming from. And I don't like videos where it takes them forever to get to the point. So that's why I'm jumping right into this right now, right here, right now. Okay. What I'm building here, what I'm doing here, drawing here, it's just a little box. Okay. And what this is basically a like a house frame, the frame of a house. Okay. So 4 inches there, so 2 inches the center. Go up a little. Let's see. Okay, that's like 4. 3/8 strong. Okay, so we have to go about right here. Close enough to the center. We'll square off of that. Go up a little bit. And from there, what we're going to do is draw a rafter. Okay. Fascia cut, plancher cut, or soffit cut. All right. And then what we're going to do is, I just want you to show you everything that I'm doing. So as I go along, you'll be able to get the idea of how I made the conclusions that I made and with the math that I'm going to be doing. Okay. So that right there is basically a rafter. All right. Got a little bird's mouth right there. Got a plancher cut, fascia cut, or plumb cut and level cut for the soffited fascia. Fascia goes here, and the soffit goes here. And this right here, of course, is the plumb cut for the rafter. So we're going to do this on the other side as well. Let me get some measurements here. 0. And we're just going to draw this same rafter on the other side. Same rafter on the other side. All right. I'm just doing this for illustration purposes so you can get an idea of what's going on here. Another thing that we're going to do now with this right here, with this rafter that I've drawn right here, what you see, you got the building. This right here is the building line. Okay. The building line. Okay. That's the outermost part of the bird mouth. For the plumb cut of the bird's mouth that butts right up to the side of the house. Okay. That's what that cut is here. This is the actual bird's mouth right here. Is what they call a bird's mouth. Okay. And that goes right up tight against the sheeting. All right. The next thing we want to do is we want to draw a ridge in here. We're going to draw a ridge in here. And this is going to represent, and it's going to be on either side of the center line. All right. Okay. And we're going to draw a blow up of this as well. Okay. So that the ridge is 1.5 inches. So over here, what we're going to do is draw a blow up of that. All right. We're going to draw a blow up of that. And this right here represents a 2 by 10, which is 9 1/4 inches approximately. 9 1/4 inches. Okay. High or wide. And this right here is, we're going to draw a little squiggly bracket here pointing to the 9 1/2 inches. And this right here, this squiggly bracket is the 1.5 inches. Right? That's 1.5 inches, and that's 9 1/2 inches. Okay. This right here is a blow up of what you see right here, which is the ridge. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do here, as just for illustration purposes, I'm going to draw that rafter. All right. And we're going to draw a break line here. Okay. It's just so this right here represents these rafters butting up against that ridge. So you have a blow up. So this right here is a plumb cut that has to be cut on the rafter stock in order for it to lay flush up against this ridge. Okay. I want to put an X in this ridge here, so you know that that is the 2 by 10 stock. And you say, well, why is it 2 by 10 and you got 1.5 and 9 1/2? It's nominal widths. It's close to 2 inches and close to 10 inches. So they just call it a 2 by 10. You see? So now what we're going to do is we're going to plug in some measurements here. All right. What I want, the outside of this, now the walls are supposed to be level, ideally. Theoretically, the walls are level. And so what we're going to do, this line here in the center is an imaginary line. Okay. It's an imaginary line. And I'm going to show you why. Okay. The width of the rafters run, I want to give you all right. We got that. It's 8 feet. 8 feet, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to divide it by 2. So that means each side is going to be 4 feet. 4 feet. All right. Now, the other consideration that you have to take in account is the ridge width, which is, as you can see here, is 1.5 inches. The ridge width is 1.5 inches. So what we do, and I'm going to give you all kinds of breakdowns on this, okay? So 4 feet is 48 inches, all right? 4 feet is 48 inches. So we're going to say equals 48 inches. That's from the outside of the building line to the dead center of the ridge. As a matter of fact, I want to show you a line, dead center of ridge, even on my blow up model. Okay. We're going to put a CL for center line or center of ridge. Okay. It's the center of the ridge. All right. And we're going to put CL here, because that center line is the center of the ridge. Okay. This is a blow up version. And this right here is for the whole building. You see? So now that we got 48 inches, So we already know that this other side is going to be 48 inches because it's 4 feet. Now we have to subtract. We have to subtract 3/4 of an inch, and that's